It's no fun when you're alone. But no matter what we're going through, together we can find our way home. So come on and sleep over, and everything will be just fine. You and I can't wait until the sun. So come on and sleep over, together we can dream in time. And nothing's gonna stop us having fun. So come on and sleep over.
I bet you never picked Kenny as an expert on fashion, right? The most she ever cared about that sort of thing was when David Beckham wore that skirt and everyone went mental. But that's before Kenny became the coolest style guru that ever happened at our school.
Bin. Dog poo. Step. Tree.
I hate when that stupid what's hot and what's not thing comes out.
For the 500th time, Kendra, you all know you're not interested in fashion.
Can we please not be in such a hurry to get to school?
I promised Miss Barson I'd be 10 minutes early for our magazine crisis meeting.
Are things that bad?
Readership's dipped to alarming levels. We need something totally new to grab everyone's attention.
What is it? Did you just find out that glitter hair clips are in the what's not column? Are you interested in modeling for a day? Would you like to appear in the pages of our magazine? Then as long as you obtain parental permission, ring this number!
Of course, we all knew Fliss was going to go totally over the top about the modelling thing, but there was no way we were going to let it take over our lives as well.
So they said all I needed was a permission letter from my parents and they'll set up a shoot. Isn't that amazing?
I mean, you can't even begin to imagine the incredible career opportunities this could create if I'm spotted by a fashion scout.
Not that an education isn't important, though. I mean, I can't just cruise by on looks alone for the rest of my life, can I?
Definitely need to enjoy the glamour side of things too, right? You only live once.
Felicity Sidebotham, please cease and desist chattering at once.
Miss Nichols, I am forever in your debt.
Now, if you could turn your attention back to the to the board, you'll see some excellent examples of how China's leader at the time, Mao Zedong, managed to maintain power. By insisting that his followers dressed alike, he made certain that they would have no sense of identity or individuality, so they would be forced to conform to the larger group.
Doesn't that still go on now? I mean, what are school uniforms if not an attempt to make us all conform?
I doubt anyone would be able to make you conform, Francesca.
But where's the sense of personal identity? Look at us.
We all look exactly the same.
There's no need to have a hissy about it.
We're living under a communist regime.
Okay, sit down, please. You draw an interesting comparison, but there are specific reasons why uniform is necessary at school. You're here to learn, not parade up and down like fashion models.
You're right, Miss Nichols. Fashion models should be doing their jobs outside of school hours. But sometimes there needs to be exceptions. Like the modelling job I'm doing. I absolutely have to take time off school in order to complete the shoot.
Once we'd placed a temporary ban on Fliss mentioning the words modelling and career, we were able to get some much-needed peace and quiet.
Just think about it for a sec. Wearing your own clothes to school instead of these dumpy potato sacks.
I always thought this uniform was kind of comfortable.
Yeah, but how are we expressing ourselves? What makes you stand out from, say, the M&M?
I have more than half a brain for starters.
We didn't have to wear a uniform at my old school. I thought it was much more fun.
Exactly. I bet heaps of other kids think that way too. I should interview them. Open a debate on uniforms versus no uniforms.
Here we go.
Have you and Miss Barton had an idea for that article yet?
No, but
This would be perfect! I'll make some questionnaires for people. You can take notes and use the information to write an article on the school uniforms. This would be great!
What was in that sandwich? I don't know. Sometimes it's good not to have to think about what you're going to wear in the morning.
Uniforms take away our identity.
Frankie's anti-uniform campaign was gathering steam. She had the whole thing planned, including mass media saturation.
We can do a double-page spread. Page 1 pro-uniforms, page 2 against.
Don't you think this sort of ties in with what Miss Nichols was talking about?
What do you mean?
In communist China, Chairman Mao used to totally manipulate the media to get his point across.
I'm not manipulating you, Rosie. I'm helping you. The least you could do is show a bit of gratitude.
Funny you should say that, Frankie. I just know the gratitude of fashion designers will so overwhelm me. Can't you just imagine it? Designers practically begging me to wear their clothes.
Felicity Sidebotham was a normal, healthy teenager until the day fashion took over her life
And turned her into an international modeling superstar.
Please, Felicity, it can only be you. See?
I'll think about it, Fabrice.
Grazie, mille grazie, mille grazie.
Get off my toe.
Mi scusi, Felicity. Together, we are going to make you a star. London, Paris, New York, Monte Carlo.
as if. Fashion is a health hazard. That'd make a funny article for the magazine.
Great! Fantastic. Do you think you could get that to me by tomorrow?
What, you're asking Kenny to write an article for the paper?
There's no such thing as too many ideas. Is there, Frankie?
What?
Hey, Cranky. Heard you've got a gripe about the uniforms. Well, aren't you going to ask us what we think?
Now, why would I want to do a stupid thing like that?
Because we're the general public, Wisey. Now, do you want a range of opinions, or are you just going to interview your dumb friends?
Right. Matthew, Michael, and Marco. What are your thoughts on the idea of uniforms versus no uniforms?
Well, naturally, I look good in pretty much anything I wear.
I think casual clothes would be better. It's much more comfortable. These pants chafe. It's much more comfortable. These pants chafe.
Fascinating. What do you think, Marco?
Marco's always worn whatever his mum buys him.
Shut up!